Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Hito Game. Today we are going to talk about a lot of the information for the main King Frog character for my new series of the Universal Powerhouse series for YouTube. Now, basically guys, it's going to be a lot of information. So, let's get started. King Frog now doesn't need to transform. He rarely transforms now. But as he went on through battles and a few time travels and went to a different universe, he always picked up a different technique or transformation. For the first form, he fought one of the hardest battles with Blackheart that got him to his golden form. Through the course of time, over 5 years later, he was facing Lord of Dragon, Blackheart, and all that, and he got so infuriated because he was so close to death, and like he saw everyone die. He just went through a course of energy, and he accidentally blasted himself into water. But while he was charging up, it infuriated him so much, he made himself go all dark and navy blue, and it went to a state of just water. So nothing can penetrate him. That's like a whole new level. So his abilities went through the roof. I'll do 2 parts of this video, but anyways, his infinity form was a basic form of finding out there was an infinity creature among everyone. That was pretty crazy. That got him to the infinity form. But now I'll talk about his next form, about this form. Basically, what the resemblance of this form was. The form was taken through so many attributes. He was infinity creature, the devil, the samurai, and the Mandarin. 4 creatures. The rumor was that they created the universe accidentally. The samurai, the ninja, and the Mandarin, all three controllers, all hated each other. They made a triangle duo of a power pulse that could not be stopped until one of them gave out, and then everything would die, and they would die. But because of their powers and rage that kept harnessing themselves, they made each other into the infinity creature that was beyond their level of capacity. So they were infused and trapped with each other. But anyways, because of all that, then they trapped King Frog within himself. So he was inside and out of his mind. His mind was outside. His body was inside. So it was impossible for him to figure out what was going on. So he gathered so much energy from different elements. You name any element, and he absorbed it. He absorbed it to become the Infinity Frog. He blasted his way back out. His brain was back inside his body. His whole system of energy was back inside, and he became a new form of an Infinity Frog. But now, the ghost form. Now, this form is actually pretty interesting as well, because of a few ghost creatures that he had a side relationship of friendships, and also the other relationship that he had with them was half brother, half cousin, half a father, and all that. Anyways, they were infuriated because of King Frog was getting so strong over 20 billion years of just non-stop training after the Frog planet was blown up. Every planet in the main universe was completely destroyed. They are Universe 9. Well, King Frog is in Universe 9. All the characters that he found, he made friends with, he made relationships with the bonding ships and all that. Battling team memberships. You got him to a form of a ghost. When all the ghostly creatures blasted right through him, he was legally dead. But he harnessed his heart and soul again to bring himself back. But because of what he embraced, he had a ghost form. But now, this was very interesting. The God Frog. The God Frog, though. Now, this form is very, very complex, interesting, and complicated. Because there was the ghost form, there was infinity, water, and gold. All different elements. Infinity Frog could control any element and whatever he could have an attribute, but he had a limit, which is why I invented the ghost form, because it had no limit. It could never be killed. But eventually, King Frog got to his limit of ghost form. But now he met a creature called the God creature, which was beyond energy to be comprehend, to be absorbed. He couldn't absorb a power like that. So what King Frog learned from God creature was he wasn't good or evil. He was a destruction god of power, which is called God power. Now, what my basic thought was, this God creature was traveling through time and space of 16 different universes. 16 different universes and 13 timelines. So, the basic thing is, God creature is not just a god. He's a god of every creature, every attribute, every eternal life. He can't die. But because of what he did, of all the 13 timelines he went through, all 16 universes he went through each timeline, he absorbed so much, he could have went to the universal power creature, but he didn't. He stayed in the base form of a God creature. The God creature is not just a creature, actually. He is King Frog, actually, from different universes. He put pieces together of different creatures and just became a creature called the God creature. But because of King Frog, he absorbed so much energy of different elements, attributes, and it broke his mind. It stressed his mind so much, he couldn't regenerate, he couldn't live, he couldn't breathe. So God creature just did one pulse blast to re-heal him. King Frog's dead body was actually still breathing, but King Frog's mind and mental power wasn't breathing. So he snapped back and became a God Frog. So that's God Frog there. But now, Universal Frog. Before Universal Creature transformed from the God creature, God creature trained with King Frog day in and day out for 2 more million years, and then snapped King Frog to a point in time he couldn't break, because it was through himself and through others that he couldn't figure out, and it snapped him so much he absorbed a universe inside him of power. Now he's the Universal Frog. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video of all the information that I gave you. I'm pretty much out of breath, everybody. Okay, that's good. Now, anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Share it to all your family members, friends, and everything, and just be prepared for the first episode that is coming soon in like about a week or so. Maybe I'll do it during this week. Now, maybe I'll do it later tonight or tomorrow. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for hearing me out on this, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace.